Hello everybody and welcome back to Oceanink Season 11. We are here with Round 2 Division 1 with a great game up between my little Yosaf and Daycare. Joining with me here today is Yosoan for about 10 seconds. You want to say hi, Yosoan?
Hi, I'm here for a very short amount of time.
Lovely, thank you, Yosoan. We appreciate you here as we go over to the teams here. For the team of Daycare, we've got Draco, Tiger, Hime, and Jorjay, but all very, very good players, very well respected and very known in the community. And with my last Yosaf, we got Mika, Yosaf themselves, Storm, Mitsi, and Zalph as well. They are all very well known in the community as well. We're going to see some amazing gameplay from some of our best and most experienced in the scene today.
This is gonna be a spicy match.
Definitely indeed. Game 1 is going to be TC MakoMart. Now, TC MakoMart, I honestly think it's a very well-liked map by a lot of people. It's very open, it gives you plenty of options to do things. Tower control is probably, in my opinion, one of its better modes. I think its best mode is RM, but this is probably the second best at that. As you'll be able to take a lot of different ways to try and push into the enemy's plat, because you can just go around past freezer, or you can use the that jump's not in anymore. That's in S2. Oh no, you can once the tower rises up out of first check, you can jump onto plat from that with the extra momentum boost from the tower.
Yeah, I mean, it's a popular map for a reason. Tower control definitely one of the more popular modes on it, just because there's quite a lot of options that every weapon can flourish. There's a lot of dedication to those early fights. And there is always a chance to turn it around. It can get a bit snowbally past that first checkpoint, but we've definitely seen time and time again some impressive last-minute retakes and overturning victories in the closing minutes. So, you know, I think it's a good time. And I'm sure our teams are going to be feeling the same.
Yes, oh, here we go. Match 1, tower control. Let's see what we are going to bring out today. Pen, Neo Splash, Bucket Deco, potentially. Sea Blast, Tana, T-Tech, that is just a V-Bucket, never mind. Brand Sticker gets confusing. And off they go. Roller is on the Ninja Squid, do be careful for that. And here we see a quick contest into mid. Early pick for Daycare as the T-Tech goes down extremely early. Trades out though. Bucket goes down 3-3. Strikes coming out here by a bit more space. Lovely pick by the pencil onto the rollers. They try to go into stack. More trades keep happening out now. Cooler out, an early push. Jorjay is still alive impressively, but it's just going to quickly go down there. Pen is just able to jump out there. Daycare have middle control now and will be able to start a great push.
Yeah, Draco was doing a lot of skirmishing on the right side of the map there, and it gave quite a bit of space for Daycare to move around. They're going to be able to clear that first checkpoint, and with a tri-strike as well on plat, they're going to be able to get a fair number of points here.
And how about a second tri-strike as well, just to be able to keep people at bay as they... Yeah, there's double strikes here with the Bucket and the Neo Splash. Both able to farm strikes pretty easy. 2 down now on the side of Daycare. Roller's going to try and harass the T-Tech. They do get a pick now as they go into open territory to try to contest. Roller's just going to be content. Play a little sharking game, try and figure out how we can do. Jorjay barely living here, not able to live through all the pressure though. Nice trade out. 3v3 on line, Cooler up on right stack for the sword here. Daycare are still pushing strong though. It is a 2-man squad with pencils backing him up. And they're quickly 1 down.
I was going to say, it's interesting how split up my little Yosaf is. They're all taking fights in separate areas of the map, and because of that, they're not able to get a number of splats in a row, whereas Daycare, they're backing each other up here. They're making sure that they're not taking these fights on their own, and because of that, they haven't given up tower control for 2 minutes.
Yeah, they have been in full control of the match now for, just approaching 2 minutes now. 3v2 in favor of Daycare at the moment. And now Sword is going to be able to distract the Bucket. Bucket with a nice pick there, getting full max range out of a close range slosh here. Pen goes down to the strikes. Daycare once again with a man lead, and they still have mid control as well.
Yeah, it looks like we're really seeing a back foot defense of Yosaf here. Pencil's not in the best spot. Big Bubbler is going to make it very hard for anyone to challenge this. And with 3 going down right there, Some incredible skirmishing by the slosher up front. That is going to be checkpoint 2 cleared and the third one approached.
Indeed, we see a quick jump out here as the Neo Splash is going to try and fight the Stamper, but with a bit of help of Pen, the Stamp goes down. T-Tech's barely just going to go down there. 2v2 now. Blaster's going to play very aggressive, try to push that Pen all the way back here. Now they've got a bucket to contend with as well. They got a bit of help now, and they're able to get that pick. Here comes Roller out of nowhere. Panic Splashdown just to be able to make sure that you can survive with mid-control, but they go 2 down again. Strike's going to come out to no avail here, not buying that much space. And now it's just a pen up for Yosaf.
Yeah, seems to be a common thread here. I think Yosaf are just trying their best to push into here and try to like make some headway. They're just not getting the splats they need in these instances. With only 1:30 left, another strike coming out here as well. And Big Bubble are going to be able to buy a lot more space. I think they might be able to reach checkpoint again. I don't think they're going to be able to clear it in the current situation though.
Yeah, Yosaf are once again 2 down here. It does seem like they are just taking 1v2s a bit unnecessarily at the moment. They are down to 18 here. Daycare have been pushing this tower for almost 4 minutes straight with no signs of showing up. Sword goes down pretty early as well, and they're going to jump back on tower. There goes the Pen as well. There goes the Blaster. It's just T-Tech who has their strikes ready. Everyone else on respawn.
Alright, closing minute now. Strikes again going to be buying some space, but a player advantage for Yosaf. Looking like they're going to be able to turn this around here.
T-Dex very nicely going to use the cooler, use Freezer to evade those strikes. They're all very closely together. 3 down now on this. Oh no, full wipeout on my little Yosaf. And Daycare are once again pushing the tower now. 30 seconds left. Yosaf really need to make something happen. They need to get a full wipeout here in order to create a full push so they can get control of mid again. Draco is going to be evading that pencil shots very well. Yuki's up on top left there. They're going to get striked out, but they are still going to be around 3v3 now. Here comes the blast. They do go down. Splashdown does not get anybody as well. 10 seconds left now. Yosaf needs to touch tower, but Draco is there just to ensure it gets stalled into mid and doesn't go too far back now so they can jump easy. Here come the strikes. Jorjay's on tower. The other strike is not going to come out in time to defuse the bomb, and that is going to be game 1 to Daycare. Thank you, Yoselin, for all of your little bits. Daycare, very, very overwhelming win there. They didn't fully knock out, but it was hard to see what Yosaf could do in that match with just how far Daycare were just pushing forward. And now they have a choice. It is time to go to the counter picks. A lot of good ones here today. We got Ramen Zones and Umami Zones. For TC, we've got Ink Blot and Manta Maria. Yeah, that's Manta Maria. For RM, we got Undertow Spillway and the Museum de Alfonsino. And for clams, we've got a Scorch and... oh, ramen again. Okay, cool. I do like that. Ramen is very well favored. It is a very... honestly, one of the more balanced maps in Splatoon 3, so it does make sense that we are seeing it a bit more here. In terms of what Yosaf want to play here, both teams are running a backline in the form of either a pencil or a firefin in this case. I don't think they want to go zones because if they do run double strikes again, it's going to be very hard for them to contest. I think they might want to play a more fast style game. I might want to play a more fast style game here for Yosaf. I think they might want to try and go maybe RM Museum or potentially Clams Scorch, as those maps are very wide and it's going to be pretty hard for them to get pushed out by all of the double strikes. There we go. Perfect. We are just waiting for that counter pick to come in. What would the chat want to see, actually? Does the chat want to see any maps in particular tonight? We do have a best of 7, so we are going to see at least 3 more. So even if you just want to guess, it is just a 3 in 8 chance. Anything else that would be good for them? Museum from Aussie? Yeah, Museum is going to be a good one. Zones Ramen, Logan? Yeah, Zones. Again, I don't think they want to try and play Zones Ramen. Just because into double strikes here. Line with Umami, yeah. Definitely Umami here is... The double zone is going to be very annoying against 4 double strikes, as they pretty much have to commit 2 of their strikes to 1 zone each if they want to fully cap it. It seems like it has come in. We are going into Rainmaker on Museum de Alfonsino. Congratulations to Aussie Squid for guessing that one correctly. Now, Museum has a few different opening styles. There's pretty much 3 ways you can play. You can either play for pop and then play very aggressive after pop. Or you can play just for a passive mid game and try and use special advantage to push everyone out of mid to start a push. The third way is to send maybe 1 or 2 people down the right hand side and try to contest plat to ensure that you get a clean pop and mid control. However, you do potentially face the fact of fighting a 3v4 after the fact once your flanker goes down. There are definitely a lot of different ways to play this game. And Museum, I think, is one of those maps that really allows players to express their creativity on how they want to play and the way that they want to sort of structure their teams and their gameplay. And of course, the jump into, you have to always watch mid, because mid is a very easy way to jump onto plat, as the block from Clan Blitz is obviously not there. So that way, and you also have ramp as well. But if you want a quick, easy dunk for first check, just going over the ramp going over spinner and just jumping onto plat is one of the better ways to get in there. But here we go into game 2. Are there going to be any changes for people today? We are going to see Tiger back. That is a Lunar Blaster Neo, if I'm not mistaken. That is a Crab Stamper. Lunar Neo, Crab Stamper. Jorjay's on the sploosh with its recent buffs to both its main and its hammer. We will love to see how that plays out. Here comes Jorjay on the flank to plat now. Jorjay does find one, which is absolutely huge. Gets a second as well. Jorjay's just going in. They are all the way back. Pencil is going to be able to find it. It's going to be a free checkpoint for daycare, though. Here comes Jorjay's hammer now. Gal goes down. Pencil's traded out. And still very big control here on mid for daycare. Pop is unfortunately going to find someone. Bit of a suicide play here from Draco. Able to get a few more points down to 49 now. Daycare R2 down. Would love to see Yosaf starting to push into mid. Trade out for the sploosh and Luna is good range value. Strike's going to come out to try and buy a bit of space into mid. 2 down now on the side of Yosaf. Now they have to play a bit more cautiously. Flanker dealt with. 3v3 now. Pencil is able to find a nice little pick as they RM just poked their head out a little too much now. Gorge is not able to fight Luna and Draco at the same time here. 3v4 in favor of daycare. We see Tiger going back into mid. One of the great places for backlines to stay here. Yosaf go 2 down now. And they're going to get a good push here. Hammer Throw does do the 60, but it's not going to do anything. Lovely pick by the RM there onto the T-Tech. They're going to keep pushing down to 30, down to 20, all the way to 14 now. Daycare still have a man advantage, however, they have a cooler up for the respawn. Lovely hammer from Hime there. Is he going to be able to find one? Here comes a throw, only going to be able to do 60 if that. Yuki is all the way down to 96 in the Rainmaker free area just to be able to reset it, just to make sure that they can't get back there easily. We do have a flanker here. Jorjay is just constantly flanking this game. Gal is just doing Gal things here. Gonna be firing over the side here. Here comes RM evading some strikes. Lovely hammer throw with the strikes combined there. Able to get a nice little pick. And now it's just the pen up for daycare. Jorjay's gonna quickly push in here now. Try and claim space. Crab onto mid as well. Is gonna have to contend with Luna. Luna jumps back out to safety to the pen just to make sure they can survive. Here comes the hammer to try and buy space. Doesn't find anybody. RM is picked up quite late here as 2 specials are burnt. And now they are 2 down. Gal doing Gal things once again is going to go into mid. Strike's going to help push that RM all the way back now. And they have flipped it on their head. Yosaf are now 2 down again. Sploosh just unable to find the pick onto the Gal there. Thank you all. As Gal is probably not going to find any more. 2 down once again on the side of my little Yosaf. Here comes Draco. Here comes Tiger. Here comes the Gal. Here comes Hime. Everybody is all in on this plat party now. Gal goes down pretty early here. Strike's going to just buy a little bit of time and space here. RM is still quite far back. Here comes the hammer. Here comes the hammer. Oh, one hammer takes a win just because Jorjay was a little bit hurt. RM is going to find one pick here. T-Tech is just unable to find the RM now. This is huge survivability from the RM. They are just going all the way. RM finds a pick. This is absolutely huge. Just stalling so much time now. Splish is just going to be able to find the pick now. And now, just because of the RM's dancing, the entire rest of the side of daycare is now back up and respawned. Gal's flank is unable to find anyone. He's going to get caught out quite early. One jump out from the Luna there, just back to plat, just to regroup everyone. Here comes the Crab. Are they going to find anyone? Luna is going to come out. The Crab is going to get strike. Pen goes down quite early. 3 down on the side of Yosaf there. T-Tech's the only one. The Gal is going to continuously flank and still just find them. And once again, daycare are going to keep pushing. Jorjay's going to drop down to plat for off a plat for safety. RM's going to keep firing shots. Strikes aren't going to buy as much space as I feel like they wanted here. Pen is still in mid. Sword goes down very, very early here. Cooler's out as well. Once again, 3 down to plat. Here comes Draco from behind. Sploosh comes down very early here. Push is going to happen. 1 minute left now. T-Tech is just unable to find a pick. It was just Pen up there for a brief moment. And now the entire side of daycare is down. Pen goes down. Strike's not going to be able to find down. RM goes down here, which is good. 3v3 now. But daycare have a lot of space advantage. Up to 3v3 once again. Almost 3v2. 2 down now on the side of Yosaf as all of daycare have now finished respawning. That Crab is going to get cancelled, which means they are going to lose half their special and a bit more. T-Tech is just unable to find a pick on the Gal. Here comes Draco. 30 seconds left now for Yosaf to come do something. RM's just going to hang out on Spitter for a bit. Love a bit of high ground just to survive everything. Here comes Yuki trying to find a play. 3 down now on the side of daycare. It is just Pen. They go down as well. Gal is now the last one up. Daycare, sorry, my little Yosaf really needs to start taking mid and really needs to start a push now. We are going to have a overtime push. T-Tech goes down very early. No strikes to be able to found. Gal does go down. Here come the strikes on the side of daycare. Luna is now in the corner with them as well. And that is going to be it, as the Crab is not going to be able to find the Luna in time. Daycare is going to take that game 2. And everyone should drink some water, especially me. My throat is quickly dying. Well played there from daycare. We're just able to constantly push for 4 minutes. Jorjay's flanks were just consistent. Just never letting up. And if you ever forgot about it for 1 second, he would always punish you. He was able to distract my little Yosaf so much there and just create a lot of space for the team there. Once again, we go back to counter picks. This time we got 7 maps to pick from. It seems like they have locked it in pretty quick. However, we are going to Collab Blitz on Scorch Gorge. One of the ones I thought that was going to happen, which is lovely. Clam Scorch, lovely map. Honestly, Clam Scorch is probably one of its best map modes. Just being able to... You got 2 ways to push. Obviously, you can go through ramp or you can go across bridge to try and create distraction plays and push in through there and through snipe eventually if you got the movement. However, the main way people push through here is through pretty much overwhelming special force through ramp. And maybe if you want to send potentially a flank over bridge, especially with a cooler to get that increased movement speed, you can just hang out on their plat, which is super annoying to get rid of them. Because you have to go towards them to be able to stop the main push coming in from ramp. We will see what adjustments we have made here. We did see quite a few that last game. Hopefully we see a few more as we try to see people get ahead. Hopefully we can see Yosaf get a few more points on the board this time and be able to create a strong push. That would be lovely. Would love to see a good showing from them today as well. We will see what conspires in just a moment. Weapons on Scorch. Blast. I think Blaster is pretty good on Scorch. You got a lot of different ledges to be able to can, but that same reason Roller is also quite good here as well, especially with Bubble to create those jump points just to be able to make sure that you can get in safely. Obviously, I think you want one just paint bot here probably just like a short range shooter, just because this map is so wide and there's just like a lot of paint available for you to be able to get up and just spam specials. But here we go. Clam Blitz, Scorch, Gorge, what's going to happen this time? Gal, no changes out the side of daycare. V-Shot, Dynamo L3? What is this? Dynamo L3, you never thought you'd see the day that we're going back to Splatoon 2 2.1. L3 does have Crab Tank. It is a good painter. It doesn't quite get a one-tap here. Here comes Gal already pushing up so far forward. Early strikes coming out here. Gal's going to trade out with a Dino. Luna is going to find the pick of the T-Tech. Zuka is going to find them, however. 3v3. Mid control does seem to be going towards... is that Yosaf? No, that is daycare. Crab out now, just to be able to... No, that is Yosaf. They got a push going. They made a ball. But he's going to come to get shut down pretty quick here. As my little Yosaf go 3, if not 4 down, as that shot is now on respawn. Here comes Pan. Here comes a hammer. Early strikes come out now. A very uncontested ball in. Here comes L3. Hammer. Oh my god. Hammer gets the L3 as they were backing up. It's huge. Jorjay is so far up here now. Just to be able to push through and just distract people. As they're going to have more clams come in. Draco's going to be scoring. Tiger's going to be collecting. Strikes coming out now. The Gal does find a nice pick. 2v2 now. Here comes the Dino to try and create space. Luna does get the Dynamo. Ball goes in. They're already down to 4. When did that happen? They were just scoring non-stop. 2 more clams are needed. Here comes Jorjay for distraction. Draco is going to get the clams, and that's going to be a full KO. Oh my god, in under a minute. I did not realize that the score went down that fast. Holy hell. Oh my god. And with the absolute speed run that was, that is extremely demoralizing for my little Yosaf here. They tried some out-of-the-box stuff. Unfortunately got punished pretty heavily just due to a bit of a unlucky push there as they went a few down and didn't use their specials. It seems like we are going to see the full suite of game modes, however, as we are going to go on to Robo Ramen Zones. Now, my little Yosaf, if I have one thing to tell to you just to make sure we can see you win one game, or at least have a good contestant for one game, please be careful of the flanking Gal. They are going to be constantly flanking. You just need to be able to deal with the Gal, either deal with the Gal or just make sure that they're not going to be in any position to do anything. In terms of Robo Ramen, however, he's getting reshoot inside during the match. Gotta do something, man. I am a little biased. In terms of ramen, however, there are quite a few ways to just be annoying on this map, honestly. Because with the flank out to the right side, you can just lightly pepper around their plat, and even pepper around their snipe, honestly. And if you want to go down left as well, it's a very good flank to be able to contest zone and as well as try to start a push into their plat. We're gonna see what the adjustments are in a tick. Ramen zones. Everything's pretty good on ramen, honestly. Like, I don't think there's a bad option on this map. We're just gonna have to see what they are going to do, any adjustments. Maybe we'll see the return of Dino L3, that was pretty cool. We are going to shortly go in here. Game 4, match point for daycare now. My little Yosaf need to pull a rabbit out of the hat to try and get something going here. Same comp on the side of daycare. What's Yosaf going? Going for pen triple brush. This is definitely a decision here by Yosaf to try and just be as annoying as possible. Yuki is going to survive the early encounter. However, they're already so far back. Pretty uncontested there for daycare as they will easily grab zone. One brush trades out with the Luna, but 2 brushes go down in total. Cooler acquired. Here comes a whale to try and provide some annoyance. Gal goes down here, which is one of the main threats for this combat as it outranges a lot of things. Strike's just going to be able to buy some space. Here comes Luna, trading out with the Gal. Gal is going to be just annoying the Pen here. Great move by Jorjay on that wall. Pen going to have to retreat back to snipe now. Jorjay's going to be able to camp that jump. Yuki is unable to find any space there. Tiger's going to be able to quickly take them out. Jorjay's all the way in their spawn. He gets taken out by the tag team of 2 brushes here as Draco is farming up another strike, ready to go in a moment. There is so many whales. They are just... Oh, it's just Pen, but they're not going to be able to cap zone. However, they are stuck in snipe as daycare are going to get a nice trade out with the hammer here. However, they don't really have a way to contest Gal on the snipe, but they managed to do so. Nobody's on zone. These strikes are they're back quite far away. O-Speed brush, Ink brush going to be coming out here. They do able to cap the zone, which means they are going to be applying some more penalty. Zone goes back to neutral. Here comes Strike to recap the zone nice and easy. Cover girl. Gal is going to go down to the brush here, which is a huge pick. Pen is going to give Cooler. They do have zone back. Here comes Hammer. He's going to find one brush. They are going to trade out, which is probably best case scenario there. Pen's going to be able to hold zone a little bit more. Here comes the Gal. Gal goes down very early, however, and then Strikes are not going to be able to cap zone. Here's the push that Yosaf have been dreaming of now. They go down to 60. Once again, neutral. They have to stay on zone. They can't really afford to push up as their paint is so limited. Strikes is only going to be able to get neutral. One brush goes down. They recap zone all the way down to 50 now. Luna is not going to be able to find the pick on the brush. Gal gets picked out by Pen. Brush is going to retreat a little bit far forward. They recap. They are still in this, and they are still pushing that timer down. Hammer is going to find that brush pick, unfortunately. And now they are going to go onto zone. They are halfway covered. They find a second brush. 28, 28. They down to 28. They need to cap zone in order to take lead. Luna's going to find 2. They're going to camp the jump. That means lead flip is going to go to Yosaf here. Here comes Strikes now to try and cap over the zone. Great push by Yosaf there. That's exactly what they needed. They now have the lead, and it's a big penalty onto daycare as well. Luna is going to be able to safely escape that ray now. Gal is just going to drop down into the trenches. They're now able to take back their plat pretty much uncontested. Luna's down the trenches as well. Gal is now back up on plat, going to be able to rejoin the fight now. Brush is going to be able to trade on Gal. The splash goes down off screen as well. Here comes Hammer. The brush is going to be flanking all the way around. Hammer is going to find the Pen. Cooler does go down. Neutral zone now. Brushes are going to be able to cap zone, which is huge. Luna's going to recap it very quickly with the help of teammates. So you don't have to go back in now. A minute 30 left on the clock. Really going to need to do some work here. Gal's already spawn camping. Once again, does find a pick on a brush. One brush goes down to a bit of an overextension. Here come the 2 brushes. Able to trade out, which is definitely best case scenario. And that's what you want to be doing to that Gal with that wall. 110 left. Penalties almost gone now. Lead switch almost guaranteed. Gets distracted by Pen here and a jump. They are going to have to go down here. 14 ticks left. The zone is almost flipped again, however. Down to 13. Strikes have wasted, though. They need to cap zone. 8 ticks left. They do able to get zone here. Now they have to deal with this Luna. Luna's dealt with pretty quickly here. As we're going to see, brushes are going to be able to recap here. 45 seconds left now. Yeah, brush unable to find the pick on the Gal. Here comes some strikes. We're only able to take out that... Oh, strikes are just able to take out that Gal. They were just in time. 30 seconds left now for my little Yosaf to do something. Gal jump... Oh, sorry. Splash jumps out now. 2 brushes go down extremely early. Good pick by the Loon. Good pick by the brush onto the Luna now. 20 seconds left now, but I think the game time... The objective timer is going to tick down first. That penalty is almost gone now. They have to make a push now. Penalty gone. Here come the strikes and be able to re-neutralize the zone. Brush able to pick a fine. They're not going to be able to. No, that was so close to be able to take that back. Yosef with a great showing of the triple brush pen comp. However, daycare are going to complete their 4-0 sweep of the game here. Very well played on the side of daycare there. Just absolute full lockouts pretty much the entire time, except for that zones match there, which was very well contested. My little Yosaf did have their moments. Their definite highlight was that last game. They really pulled out all the stops. But they did have a few good moments out. They were able to get a lot of good defenses there, just be able to push people out. I think they just need to go onto the switch there and just be able to switch into their attacking phase a bit more faster there. But still, pretty great set here. Overall, yeah. Overall, daycare are securing their spot on top of the leaderboard as they go into week 3 as uncontested top seed now, 2 wins, 8 games won, no games dropped. Yosaf, I think, needs to go back into the kitchen a little bit, refine a few of the comps. They've got some good bones. Let's see if they can build a full person out of their pushes. Congratulations to all the players here today, and thank you to all the players as well for some very interesting games here today. Thank you so much to Pac-Man Power for streaming this game today. Big appreciates to them and everyone else that works behind the scenes. I've been Crowboy. Thank you all for watching round 2 of Season